Good morning, everyone. Fibromom here. Listen, if you like my videos, please like and subscribe. It's not hard to do. So, Fibromom here is just going to share another simple recipe for all the fibros. Listen, everyone knows if you have fibro, it's hard to be on your feet. So, been trying to find some easy, simple recipes to do that's quick and you don't have to be on your feet for so long. I really want to share this simple recipe, so make sure you grab a pen and paper because you're going to want to write this down. And I'll wait a few minutes. It's a super, super, super easy. It's a recipe for rolls, homemade dinner rolls. Oh, so yummy, yummy, yummy. I make them often. If you have a KitchenAid stand mixer, it's even much, much, much easier. You just need your dough hook. That's it, seriously. Okay, so I hope you all have your pen and paper because here it is. And it's so easy, so easy. So you get your KitchenAid mixer, you put your dough hook on there, okay? Seriously. Okay, now take 2 cups of warm milk. It's not, can't be cold, can't be hot. It has to be warm milk. Pour that in your little bowl, okay? Now you take your packet of your yeast. If you have the jar of the single yeast, it's just 2 teaspoons of that, okay? Pour it, whatever you do, in the warm milk, okay? Stir it up a little bit. Okay, now you're going to take 1 stick of salted butter. It has to be soft, okay? Super soft. You put that in there as well, okay? And 1/4 of a cup of white granulated sugar. You throw that in the same mixer with everything else, okay? Now, usually what I do is I pre-measure my 6 cups of flour, and yeah, I always sift my flours. So I always pre-measure that before I start adding everything in there. So then you take your pre-measured bowl with your 6 cups of your flour. It doesn't have to be sifted. I just sift. That's just me. And okay, so you kind of turn your mixer on. You start mixing some of that up with your hook. Okay, so when you see it all starting to mix up together, you start slowly adding in your flour into that mixture. Okay, so once you get all your flour in there, you can turn the hook up just a little bit more so it jizzes around there even faster. And once the dough starts pulling off the sides, you can see your flour and everything all mixed up really nice in there. You take another bowl and you lightly coat it with, I use cooking spray. You take the dough and you take it out and you put it in that bowl. You put a towel over it, put it in a warm place in your house, and you let it rise for 1.5 hours. Okay, so set your timers for 1.5 hours, and in that meantime, you can go sit and rest your feet for 1.5 hours. Okay, so after your 1.5 hours is up, you go back to your dough, you take the towel off, and you punch the dough down. Okay, now you take a cookie sheet, lightly spray that as well. And you take your dough a little bit at a time, roll it up, and put it all on your cookie sheets, okay? Now, when you get your cookie, I can usually get 2 cookie sheets, sometimes a cookie sheet and a half. Depends on how big I make the rolls. Okay, you towel those, and you set them in your warm place. And then they have to sit for 1 hour. So after you get your rolls done, and you put them on the pan, towel them, you let them set for 1 hour. So you go rest your feet again for another hour, okay? Preheat your oven, 375. So after the hour, your oven's all done, blah, and you go and take your rolls, you pop them in the oven for literally 10 minutes, okay? In the meantime, take some salted butter, melt it up in your microwave, get your little basting brush out. And when you pull your muffins out or your rolls out after the 10 minutes, you put some of that melted butter on the tops of them, and it makes them so shiny and buttery. And so yummy. And then you're all done. Literally, that's it. That is it. That's the whole recipe. That's the whole everything. Simple, simple, simple. And you're not on your feet for long at all. And you get to rest in between. So, that's another Fibromom recipe tip for all of you. You're welcome. Have a good day.